Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Drew here, and this is Little Lone Foxy YouTube channel. Today I am doing a really fun DIY for you. I am going to do a Pinterest DIY. So like, I saw this image on Pinterest, this one here, a long time ago, and I was completely obsessed with it. It was actually the inspiration when I bought my couch that I have in my apartment right now, and I loved this wall hanging, like this graphic wall magazine art piece kind of a thing, and I really wanted to recreate it from this image, so that is exactly what I'm doing today. We're gonna try to recreate this, and let's just jump into it. Okay, so I'm first gonna start by covering my lovely workspace because I don't want to get that too gross and dirty because I'm gonna be staining my wooden stick. Freaking wow. Then you have a nice large plastic, oh, the heck. There we go, now we have a nice plastic tarp to work with. So next we're taking this wood stain, which I've never used before, so we'll see how do you use this? Ew, it's kind of crusty. Put a little squirtle on this paper towel. I figured that a paper towel would be easiest so I don't have to dirty anything. And then I'm just gonna rub it on this wood and give it just a little bit of a darkening. I find that if you just beat the stick a little bit like this, it actually goes on kind of darker. So, little tip for you, an insider hack I found out. So I decided that the wood stain wasn't as dark as I wanted it to be. You can kind of see it here. It's kind of light. So I'm going in with some black paint and just kind of like brushing it on the top, and it's actually making it like a darkish brown color, which is the exact color of the Pinterest photo. So I have like a collection of magazines that I've had for a while, and then this is a new one I just got specifically for this project. Oh, where did that come from? So I cleaned my magazine because it got black paint on it, but this is Porter and it has such pretty images in it. And basically for this DIY, you're just gonna get a lot of inspo images because this is kind of gonna be like an inspiration wall piece. Like this is super pretty here. And how I take the images out of magazines always is with an X-Acto knife, and I just go sort of right along the edge like this, and you can just pull the whole page out. Oops, I cut two. I will go through the magazine first and like, of course, like look at all of it, but then I like to just cut things out of them that I think is pretty. Use like a light hand with one of these to cut out your images. I like this one as well, so I'm gonna do really lightly so it only cuts through one. So I pulled out a selection of images that I think are really nice and that I like. So it's just like a lot of different, more like full page images, and I have like a couple of words because I think those look nice, and this nice Saint Laurent ad, and this cool Bottega Veneta one with the fiery bag. So while the wood stick is drying as well, I'm also going to start just like creating the little things that are gonna hold the individual pages. These are not gonna hold the magazines, I'll show you how to do that after, but the ones that are gonna hold the individual pages, I'm taking this black string I got at Michael's for just a couple of dollars and stringing it through these clips, and these particular metal black clips I got on Amazon for a couple dollars. I'll link them below for you guys, and all I'm doing is I'm gonna string it through the back and just tie a couple of random knots, and then you can just cut that knot right at the start, and this is going to hold up just the individual sheets, which of course isn't very heavy. And then I'm just gonna honestly take a random length, probably like about a yard, so 3 feet, just to give myself a lot to work with, and then I can tie it onto the actual pole later when I hang it up, and I'm gonna do all of that in a bit. For the actual magazine, all you're gonna need is the same exact string that we were using for the other one, and you're just gonna tie a large knot. So just tie a knot here and just make it into like the biggest knot you possibly can by making more knots. And then you're just gonna snip off the tail end, and this is gonna be the stopper. You're gonna take your magazine, find like the middle section of the magazine, the centerfold, and then put this in there, shut it, and this is gonna stop right at the bottom when you pull. It's gonna stop it, and it's literally gonna be able to hang like this. We have the finished wooden pole here, and it's going to go right on top of these nails, which we already had here forever. They always hold different decor things that we film. So I am going to put this on here, and yeah, then we're gonna start hanging up the actual like images. I wanna start with the magazines because they're the heaviest and kind of like more focal point of this DIY, and so I'm just gonna put it on there. Probably gonna wanna wrap the string around just a couple of times just so it has a little bit of extra hold, and then you're just gonna tie it in a knot at the top, and that's why I gave myself a lot of extra string because I wasn't sure how like high or how low I wanted the actual magazine to hang. Clip off that extra, And we have our first magazine hanging from our little stand. I'm also gonna put a magazine here and make it go really long because I really want this to look extended, kind of like the Pinterest one, because theirs goes pretty far down, but you can sort of adjust it to your space if you'd like as well. For the magazine images, instead of clipping it right at the top, I want them to hang diagonally, kind of like the magazines are, so I'm actually gonna just fold the corner down a tiny little bit and then clip it right on the corner so that it hangs diagonally as well. As you can see, it's diagonal just like this one too, which is exactly what I wanted it to look like, and I think the clip adds a cool little touch to it as well, even though the original is not clips. I think the original is actually like all magazines, but that's a bit too heavy for this wall. Okay guys, so it's basically all about the layers. So you just want to make sure that you layer it a lot, and I'm overlapping a lot of stuff, which is exactly what they did as well. Because I think that a lot of the times you kind of want everything to show, but realize that the more layers makes it look a lot more full and more fun, I guess. Look how good this image of Natalie Portman is. I love the sunflower at the top. So the amazing thing about this project is that it probably only cost about $10. All I had to buy were the clips, the string, and the actual wood stick, which the wood stick was like $2, the string was a couple dollars, and the clips were a couple dollars, so $10 maximum. It's also really cool because you can totally customize it, and it also fills a large space. So if you have a large space that you want to like fill in with artwork, you can actually customize this to the perfect sizing that you want, the length that you want, and fill the space rather than trying to find a huge art print or something like that. And honestly, magazines aren't too expensive, so you can collect them, cut all the stuff out of them, interchange it whenever you want to, and I think I'm obsessed with this project.